So I'm going to be honest, in the last video I kind of rushed and poorly designed the loft because I wanted to have a loft where I could sit at the end of the video and at the end of the day and feel really accomplished. I didn't care if I had to take it down later. I just wanted to have it, and it was great. It was so rewarding because it's so nice to be up here and have a place to stand, not like clinging to some pole or whatever. So nice. But as some people reminded me, I do need to use hangers, so I have some of these, and I still have it in my mind that 2x4s are really strong because I'm spoiled with those old growth 2x4s that are like the strength of a modern 2x10 from like before World War I, and just so heavy duty. And so I visited my friend Tony, who happens to own a construction company, and I believe he might have like I think he said he had a degree in, I think, architectural engineering. I'm not sure. But one thing we talked about was wood strength, and he revealed that 2x4s and 2x6s are made from white pine, I believe, and then 2x8s and up are made from yellow pine, and yellow pine is much harder than white pine. So if I took 2x8s, cut them down the middle, got two 2x4s, those 2x4s would be way stronger than any 2x4 I could buy. So that once again kind of reinforces like how I didn't fully understand that. So from now on, I'll pay more attention to what type of wood I buy. I bought the rest of the planking that I would need for the loft, so we have enough wood to go through that. And I bought a lot of extra 16-foot 2x8s and some other various sizes, just so we have a nice little collection. Even though I cut these 16-footers to like 14 foot 8 inches or whatever, they are still usable because I have at least 2 places I can use them. So they're fine. I'm not out anything, and all the screws can be reused. So honestly, it'll take like 20 minutes to rip everything up. So I'll disassemble the loft. We can put in, I don't know, like, well, I got plenty of 2x8s. Yeah, 2x8s. So might as well just do 4 joists, and then we can figure out this side later. I might use some of the old growth lumber and just have a bunch of 2x4s going that way, because the old growth lumber is really, really strong. So for some reason I was thinking that these screws were 3 inches when they're only 2.5 inches. So I went out and got some size 10, the size up from those, size 3.5 inches, so they're an entire inch longer, and I'm replacing a lot of these ones with that. And hopefully that should allow a lot of your guys' concerns for the strength from the screws to subside. So there we have it, pretty much done. Although, to be honest, this section is really sturdy. But that section still has some problems. So later on, when I'll see what lumber I have, and I'll reinforce that later. But now I have a 10-foot by 14-foot. Should be 15, but it's 15 on the outside of the building, so it's about 14.5 feet. But I have a nice, flat, smooth work area, and it's really worth it, because even though those boards at the end, or the section of the boards, can go up and down a little bit, I can still walk over them safely. And so it's a nice work area, which I propose that what I should do is I should actually build the trusses on the loft, because the trusses, they'll be a pain in the butt to lift. So if they're almost already to the top, then it probably wouldn't matter that much. So I'll build the trusses up here, and then I'll just move them up like 4 feet. My bedroom is 10 feet, or sorry, no, 11 feet by 11 feet. So this is more space than my bedroom. Just this loft. It's amazing. Can't wait to get that all bricked up and whatnot. So exciting. Here's how it looks from underneath. I'm very happy with this part. I'm glad I decided to take it down and redo it, because it was a good idea. And then, as I said, I believe I said, today's one of those days I'm really sucking at presenting and speaking and formulating my words. It's just one of those days where I kind of feel like working and not really presenting, so bear with me. I believe I might have already said this, but later on I'll add some of the reinforcement on here. Probably, I'll figure it out. I don't feel like doing it today, but it's more than sturdy enough for now, and I can always add it later. Damn mosquitoes. So I think it's pretty much it for this video. What I think I'll do now is, like, the loft is a nice, it's kind of like a nice place to end it and wrap it up into one thing, because I fear that the previous video was just way too long and wasn't as, like, it was a pain in the butt to film and edit, and it was like 100 gigabytes of video, and I had to cut out a lot of it, so, yeah, I don't know. So I think what I should do now is I should start taking trips. I should start taking trips from the storage unit to here, bringing back some of the lumber, and then I can either start working on the trusses, or I can start working on the cross pieces and adding some of that, because I believe adding a bunch of the cross pieces between the boards, that'll later be what the metal siding screws into, then I think that would add a lot of lateral support and stiffening. Because right now, up and down, it's really sturdy. But lateral, it, especially that way, like the narrow way, well, it has a lot of flexibility. So that is nice, but this lumber is a bit too flexible. And I hope that it can stiffen it up a little bit, so when I'm walking around, it isn't like the building's not shifting from my weight. But right now the building is, like, my body weight is a percentage of the building's mass, so by me moving, it's like moving a big counterweight. However, if when the building is heavier, then it'll be harder to move it with my body weight, you know what I mean? Well, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya.